Hey everybody, welcome back. I've reversed course on this weekly. For a while, I thought it was really bad because I was doing badly, and winning is more fun than losing. I don't think that's controversial. Let me be a peculiar pencil. Silver Legend sounds like when you get ranked in a video game and they want you to not feel bad about being like the second lowest rank that you can be. I refuse to be a Silver Legend. I'll settle for a Bronze Idiot, okay? But I thought this weekly was not very good. And then it turns out... Don't make me regret this. It turns out that as I recorded yesterday, I was like, you know what? I actually think it has more of like a learning curve than your average weekly. It's not to say we're gonna, we got the code cracked when it comes to getting 10 wins in a row, or 10 wins at all. I do think we're doing a lot better. Let me get, let me roll. Let me level. I think the woodpecker is fool's gold this week. Health scaling matters, but if you're gonna do health scaling, you need to have more than a moth to get some extra attack. Like if you're gonna use broccoli for it, I guess I should say. Sure. I mean, meat has some efficacy. Let's put it on you right away. And if you're gonna have meat, then sure, let's give you some health scaling too. So we got two very strong units up at the front. We got a 6-2 and a 7-7. And then we got two ants to buff our... just the recipient at the back. Let's go! Okay, we're doing some problem solving, maybe. I would like to see some levels. This is not useful. I'm going to say let's buff an ant just because it's close to the level. Not useful. Very useful. We'll level up next time. Roll me again. The duck is not long for this world. At 3-4, it should be replaced. No! I'm okay. It should be replaced somewhat soon. Hold on. We made it back for the draw. And we prefer to move our level 2 ant to the front soon as well. So this is a huge level for us. That's not what we're looking for. To put it mildly, that's not really what we're looking for. I think you've got to go. And I'm going to... We could have invested a little earlier, but I think we got to play with the information we have. I'm going to buy a bat. I'm going to buff fish and ants. I'm going to sell the mole. I'm going to run 2 moths temporarily. Nobody really needs... I'm going to give you some bacon. Nobody really needs the garlic right now. We're keeping the moths around for another level. I would say I'm getting... I'm feeling like a little spooky right now. Not that we're going to, like, lose for sure, or not get the 10 for sure, but I'm in need of an olive branch. I need you to give me something that can help me pop. We need to find, like, a demonstrably useful unit. I'm going to give you a cucumber just because you're likely to stick around. I'm going to give you a broccoli. I'm going to freeze you. We do get a level. I forget what tier 5 I would really be looking for. Not a swordfish. I can say that with some degree of confidence. Not a swordfish would be nice. Thank you for not hitting my bird. We still lose, but thank you for not hitting my bird nonetheless. Maybe a monkey? We could try it at least. Let's level. A fox. We looked at the foods last time. I don't really see the foods popping, but I'm gonna give it a try. I guess I'm gonna buy, sell, freeze some garlic, roll. A bat would be nice. I'm gonna freeze both foods and roll. I don't really care which one of these the fox eats, but it should eat one of them. And we're not doing that bad. We're 3 wins and 3 HP down. But we are like, we don't have an engine for proper growth in the future, which is pretty bad news. I think we're gonna run into some trouble. This was close, man. We were close on that one. Like, I think this is more desperate than it looks like it is. So I'm gonna take my level. Obviously, that's not what we want to see. I gotta think. It would be nice, I guess, to get a fox to eat a pear for free. Okay, easy enough. And you know what? Buy me a bat. Forget about the moth. Forget about the ant. It's too late, and our HP is too low to rely on, like, a mantis. Yeah, I just feel like we haven't gotten an engine off fast enough. Like, this team could work if maybe we had some sniping going on, but we got no sniping. That's a problem. Hold on, though. Hold on. We're hanging? I don't believe it. That's 4 wins. Extend to me a lifeline, an olive branch, please. Keep buffing yourself just because you're going to get buffs as well. Maybe you can get that for free. A lynx is not going to take us where we need to go here. We got a lot of useless stuff. Don't get me wrong. I know that the new moose is not very good. You're like a 12-8 versus an 11-9. Give me this then. The new moose is not great. But I still feel like, and I'll just accept that I'm probably going to get a 1-1 here. I feel like they unfreeze the shop every time. I can't even save my animals! Hopefully we just get a fox on the, because with the new moose unfreezes your shop without your support, without your desire, when you buy it. Well, not when you buy it. Listen, listen, you just gotta trust me, okay? Every round it unfreezes the shop. I know you're like, why didn't you freeze that stuff? I think it still was the only scaler we could rely upon, even if it is only briefly. I guess I would not mind a lemon being stolen. Freeze those. This is not going. I'm keeping some space because I want to get another moose. Oh my god, it actually worked. And the whole shop's going to get unfrozen. I don't think this is going to give us enough, like, to win. But it's at least, like, some hopium. Don't worry about Ruka. Ruka's fine. He likes to meow. It's like, that's his thing. You know how, like, David Bowie has songs where he goes like, that's like, well, we've lost. That's Ruka's thing. He sits outside of the door and he meows a little bit. He drinks and he knows things. Okay. That was not, it was not a great round, but I'm actually, that'd be an imported cucumber. That's, I think that we did what we could, given what we had available to ourselves. Now that's unfortunate, but very well balanced in the end. One of these. Little strange, but you know what? We live in a strange world. We live in strange times. What is this hat called, by the way? I've never thought about it until just now when I'm floundering for some banter. What is this hat called? You know what hat I'm talking about? The hat that you wear on the 4th of July if you're American or, I don't know, celebrate? I don't trust you. I got beat by some tamarins last time, but I don't think that's because tamarin was good. I think it was because our team was horrendous. Why don't you become useful? Beautiful. Absolutely one of the finest legal minds I've ever known. Something like this. Strongest unit at the back is not necessarily smart, but ants in front of strong unit, I think, takes precedent. Hold on. I'll take my draw here, thank you very much. Bobby Hill 420. Don't give me my level yet. Just take a croissant, because you're going to be sticking around for a bit, apparently. Okay, actually, you know what? You can take your level, because this allows us to reorganize the squad. I would spend 3 gold on a 3-4 just to have it for 1 round. This is like a K9 cupcake, okay? It's basically 2 gold, if the price is right. Good trades. Good trades. Good trades. The trades continue to be great. Okay. I'm happy with that. There's 2 wins. Now, we gotta get rid of the dog, but it needs to be, like, for some value. That's the greatest value, one of the finest values I've ever known. Now, there is a certain temptation to keep the dog, because we're going to be doing so much buying and selling, and dumping a pill bug. And you know what? I think our aim is to peak early and blow up and act like we don't know nobody. So normally this is where I'd say, but I'm not going to do that. But this is where I'm actually going to do that. Although we will get rid of you if we get another buffalo. But so to lose the pill bug hurts. But I think in the mid game, this is going to make our team like semi-unstoppable. And then in the late game, we'll hopefully just have a big buffalo and continue to be like relatively unstoppable. I hope. I mean, this is a nasty team for where we're at in the game right now, without a doubt. So I would buy you. Well, hold on. You have a trigger left? Yes, you have a trigger. Maybe we go like this. Buy the ant, get the buff, add you, and then add a dog in at the back. I'm not going to sell like our mosquito, I think, and then get 2 dogs rolling simultaneously. This, you got to remember, this is a very nasty team for turn 5. We have a 7/7 ant. We have a temporarily 10/11 dog. And then we got a permanently 7/7 buffalo. And like there's some very, very solid team dynamics going on here. Level 2 dog. I'm a little surprised, but we're going to give it a shot. I would love to add a deer. And in adding a deer, I would finally say that we could sell our mosquito. Even with the croissant. Because we need the space. You've only got 1 trigger left. You can go infinite. Well, we'll buy. And then you get 2 triggers for your dog. And then we'll sell. I'm going to buy. I'm just going to set it up like this. I know it's a little strange. But in doing this, at least you have a sell mechanic on it. It's not much, but I think we got like the best of both worlds, and then we can combine the ants next time. And we're in a good spot. That's what I would say first off. I would not worry about our spot right now. I would worry about your spot. My spot is okay. But we have to, if we're going to get to 10, I think we have to get there before the dog falls off, or we need to get something to permanently buff the dog. And so this is a good buy, in my opinion. We don't really have a real reason for the starfish, even though we got the duck. I think we lose too much trying to get it to work. We should probably go like this. And then maybe like this. I don't know what kind of feint trigger we're looking for, but then like that. I'm very happy. Turn 7, we have a 13-13. We have a deer. We have a bus. We have a decent ant. Honestly, the very well-constructed enemy team. I have nothing but respect for their team as we defeat them. If they had defeated me, I would have nothing but disrespect for them. That's the way that sportsmanship works. So, be gone. Look at this. We got a tier 3. Even though it would be better for our dog, am I willing to sell a deer? You know what? I think I am, just to go fully psychotic. Let's lean into this level 2 dog, just because we have the opportunity to do so. Then why don't you sell one of them, buy a dolphin, and then sell another one. I'm going to leave myself with a fox, but its stealing food doesn't really matter to me too much. No matter what it steals, I don't think I'm going to be that concerned. I don't think I'm going to be that interested. But right now, I was going to say I'm struggling to think of a team that could beat us. It is a level, holy cow, a level 3 pineapple blowfish with a kangaroo behind it, still lost. We might have like the optimum team right now. That feels incredible to say. Okay, how about you give me one of these? How about we sell you? Freeze this, just in case we end up keeping the fox. I'm gonna roll one more time. Whoa! He is pogging by me. I would place me. I would probably just buy a deer. And then roll one more time. Nothing we really want to buy next time. But I hope our fox steals a pair. The fox is... Oh, he did. He's not really, like, sticking around, but he could be a nice little, you know, position 5 for us for a while. 2 deers. I got to level with you. I don't think we lose to a vulture team. At least like post-nerf, you gotta, come on, you gotta be a little bit more rambunctious than that. That's number 7. He might steal the sushi, so let's keep that frozen and roll. We gotta be doing buying and selling. I'm sorry to tell you this, but like, we can give you a little buy. Maybe finish with the dragonfly is a little better than the penguin for us here. You gotta keep putting in the work on the dog here. Because it loses everything at the start of every round. How about this? I am starting to think, I mean, this is just good. Possibly better than a fox, although I feel like we're kind of pot committed on the fox at this point. Oh, he's useless! I do feel like at turn 10, this team is starting to show its outdatedness a little bit. But I could be wrong. You know, we're getting some very favorable trades. Couple of lemons would hit the spot. Shark and a big frilled dragon. I'm a little surprised. Dude, did the meat make the difference there? It may have. That takes us to 8, though. I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, like, you can go. You can stay. I would really... 2 more dogs? Is this allowed? Huh? Is this allowed? I don't know, like... Maybe this is exactly the hopium that I needed. Why don't you freeze me and then just... I don't need the deer if we're going to do it like this. Just buy me. We're buffing an ant. We can unfreeze this finally. Round 11. I do worry about the overall scaling and the fact that I have to spend 10 gold every round just to keep it pumping. Like, we're gonna not beat this, this fish, I think. The fish is too strong for us, Traveler. And, so, and the lemon itself did a lot of heavy lifting, too. But we got some HP to work with. We don't have to cry about it just yet. So I think you can be added. I don't think the monkey is necessarily... I don't think that's the kind of... That's the deal we're running here. The Stegosaurus will... We can incept it to heavily buff the dog, probably. Get sold. Get purchased. Get placed. You get 3-3, right? 3-3 until end of battle. I would say take this. I'm feeling... pretty decent about the team here. Our kangaroo or our dog are going to get a nice buff from the Stegosaurus. That's we did not lose a huge unit there. We do very well against like summon teams, I think, just because of the fact that we have some very tanky units. Although our dog doesn't have any equipment on it. I'm a little. It's only a level 1 shark. Stop summoning units. We're gonna lose this one. Stop summoning so many freaking units, dude. There's too much. God, I hate a shark unless I'm using one, in which case it's my favorite animal. That being said, I'm not going to use one here. Why? Good question. Sell me. Let's invest our money into getting the dog. If we get 2 50-50s, we're in a good spot. Although I do question how we're going to get 2 50-50s when we can barely get the dog to, like, you know, 20 every single time. But it is what it is. Call me crazy if you want to call me crazy. I think we're better off with 4 animals, so our Stegosaurus buff goes to the right animal. Rather than just adding an orca and praying. Give me this in case we lose. That's very important as well. Don't need the other dog. Tiger. Should go before... We can give it a try, at least. Wait, but if we put a lemon on something, then it can't get buffed. We can only put a lemon on our buffalo. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Would love to know your thoughts on this. So it's another vulture team. Does this take us to 8 or 9? I really need to be on 9. I'm on 9. Okay, so there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. I'm gonna, against my better judgment, take that. Then we can't afford to mess around. Give me one of these. Give me one of these. And then please tell me that the tiger allows the stegosaurus to go twice. Now, the danger here is that the tiger could get buffed. Or it could go half dog, half tiger. 2 tiger buffs is pretty bad, I think. 1 dog, 1 tiger doesn't strike me as that bad. You're a 50-50 raccoon? Who made this? Come on, come on. We're so close. We're knocking. We're knocking on the door. We have to sell you. Or you. I mean, I think it's going to be you. I mean, we got to go for broke. Don't mess around too much. Like, give me a buy, sell. Buy. Sell. Roll. Buy. Roll. I really wanted to see like a scorpion. Sell. And I genuinely think our best chance will come from making sure that the dog gets the buff. We're probably still gonna lose. We're definitely still gonna lose. I'm a little surprised, honestly. I thought we were kind of in the clear on that one. But even with a level 3 dog, we're going to run one back super quick. Even with a level 3 dog, things fell off so fast. Like, I think it's just that we didn't win fast enough early, I guess, for the dog to really stand a good chance. Now, look at this. Let me be a perfect pencil. We got 3 2-2s with a 1-1 behind and a shooter. Well, I have a strong suspicion we're going to win this round. The power of the chinchilla has been spotted. Potentially. How about one of these? I think a moth can function. And we were just looking for like a level. Didn't really work out that way, but that's fine. It's still, in my opinion, we were dealing with a pretty scary looking team here. But they have the most HP I've ever seen in my entire life, so disregard all that. Horse Girl 420. What a name. Still, happy with my team. Good level up potential. Totally acceptable early game, I think. If we're going to HP scale, let's get her started on you, man. And then, honestly, freeze me, roll me. That's what I was worried about. We should then scale it. No. We've learned our lesson. Go ahead, take a croissant for now. And I'm just going to... my opinion on the moth did a 180. I know in the first principle, it seems to make way more sense to have your moth buff your best unit. I feel like there are situations where that remains true, but I've done much better with the moth, accepting that its attack buff is basically going to be lost on your first unit. So make a weak unit 1-for-1, and then keep your strongest unit back to like hopefully get you a 2-for-1 somewhere. Okay, only because there's 2 of you will I give you this, and then I will give some HP scaling. And you know what? I'm going to swing for the fences. I'm going to spit an 11-9 out there and hope for the best. I would say acceptable. Okay, we need... That's exactly why I took you in the first place. We need some of this. Penguin actually could hit the spot right now. It's buffing 2 units. Why don't we give you some garlic just because you're going to be inheriting a lot of buffs. And then we're going to have to start. I mean, it's not prodigious scaling, but our moth is actually gaining 2-1 per turn. So I think our moth, if we pivot it like to... Wow, we got blown out here, didn't we? Some strong looking bats, man. The bats destroyed me. I think we actually have to get rid of you because we want our buffs to consolidate right here. Even though the fish is semi-useless, honestly, the mosquito effect in a world without melon is not that much better. So I would say don't buy the next level mosquito, but I would add a dolphin just for some utility. I would sell a mosquito and add a second dolphin. Croissant? Really, I was just going to say, more than anything else, I'm looking for a pineapple. I think there's something to this. If we can pivot our moth to garlic at some point, doesn't have to be right away, but at some point. Beautiful. Or, you know, just keep the snipers coming, I guess. Yeah, let's talk about keeping the snipers coming. How about adding a lynx? How about making the lynx level 2? It will screw up our scaling, but I think the lynx is good enough not to care. So we got 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. So it's going to do 8 damage twice. If we see a pineapple, 10 damage twice. That's pretty substantial early on. Like, it's actually very substantial even later on. That was pretty much like the greatest shop I could ever ask for. So why don't you take that? Why don't you take this? Pineapple? Still waiting. Talking Heads voice? Still waiting. It's okay. We're enjoying the buffs. Even if they don't hit exactly the right units, which I think maybe they didn't that time. Still feeling pretty good. Beautiful. It's nice to only have to go up against like 2 units per turn. That feels good. Okay, don't roll past a pineapple. I think at this point, we should acknowledge that probably the penguin is not as good as consolidating the buffs on a single unit. And at this point, you could probably take this. You could probably take this if we don't get a pineapple. Forget about the fish level. It's not likely. This moth is going to be a 25-24 with lemon. That's a scary unit to have to deal with. Especially when your whole squad dies to being sniped, like, right at the start of the game. I feel like that double lynx, it did more for us than I ever could have asked for. So take some of that. We don't really need another lemon, honestly. I'll take some of that. Could buy a can, but I'm rolling for levels. God, a lynx would hit the freaking spot, man. A lynx would hit the freaking spot right now. Level 3 lynx on a highly leveled team. Okay, whatever. So you got a blowfish. That don't impress me much. You got lucky. You don't even know how lucky you got there. Your lemon let you live with 1 HP. Otherwise, I was going to go pog crazy on you. We are on lethal. That's kind of surprising. How did that happen? You know what? Here's my hypothesis. Full scaling is just more fun. Or full sniping is just more fun than having a monkey on the side for some good-natured scaling. I would rather go, like, psychotic with it. I'd rather get a little insane. I think it leads to funnier teams. It's not a bad result. Like, I mean, we just killed, like, their whole team before they could even do anything. The danger is if, like, one or more of their good units... Holy cow. If one or more of their good units actually... Surely it couldn't happen again. If one or more of their good units lives through the barrage, then that's going to be pretty nasty. We could easily suffer as a result. Instead, though... Ah! Never mind, we're fine, we're fine. Instead, though, that's a draw. This is a bit of a scary team, I suppose. We were still fine. I mean, that was no lies detected. Might as well buy some sushi on this one. That fish has got to go, man. We could have like even just a bat or something might help us out instead. This is a very strong looking team. It's a very scary looking team. Never mind, it's not that scary. It's not that scary. Oh, merely slightly scary. This takes us, what, to 8? Takes us to 8. Come on, this tiger, dude. Tiger? Tiger? No. We're going deep on this one. If I had to, I would go one more. Just to see if we had a tiger. Now, another lynx is kind of interesting. But sell me a fish. Toss me a crocodile. Just add to the sniping just a little bit. Please tell me that kangaroo's done. Dude, let's go, dude! Ant. Anteater. Ant. I can handle that squad. All right, and let's leave it all on the line for win 10. Tiger me. Tiger. I need a tiger. Gonna need a tiger. Tiger. I'm starting to lose hope. I would sell a crocodile for a tiger. I would sell a dolphin for a tiger. I have to. It has to be done. I'm sorry to the Dolphin. This is just adding insult to injury. The 4 squad on Super Lethal. I told you the sniping teams tend to be more interesting. We did make our links a lot worse by... Oh, we're done. To be fair, the Dolphins not changing the calculus on this one, but yeah, that still very fun. I had a very fun time getting the 9 wins with the Psycho team. Hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.